everyone, it's Hairstylistheather, and I had a requested video for you all. It's a question about juggling work with a baby or toddler or, school and stuff, and I said, well, I'm not doing school, so I juggle having a toddler and working and all that, so I can definitely relate to that and do a video on it. But it was requested by Kimmandconner, and I'll put her link below, and you'll go check her out. She's just getting started, and she has a little boy, and she's just getting started making videos, so definitely go check her out and give her more support and all that. So anyways, juggling work with a toddler baby is it's hard when you do decide to have kids, that what you're gonna do when you I guess you figure you have your break when you first have them from work and everything, and you're able to stay at home. But once you're going back to work, or maybe you're lucky enough to stay at home with them for the first year or so, or forever. But anyways, once you do decide to go back to work or have school, I figure it's about the same, because you're having to look for daycare, somebody to keep them, or maybe you're lucky and have a family member that can keep them. My mom always wanted to keep her grandkids, but she works here with me at the hair salon, so I'll just kind of tell you my story, I guess, and then give you some more tips at the end. But as far with me, I'm very lucky to be able to have my hair salon here where I'm at, and be able to work. And Kinsley's really good. She's been coming with me since she was 3 weeks old. And I wasn't came back and was working full time back at the hair salon. I just come and do appointments and stuff. But eventually I did get back into it, and it was really hard. Yeah. Up until about and it still is hard some days because she gets fussy, but most of the time in the morning she's really, really good. She just plays by herself or watches her shows, eats a snack, or if it's lunchtime, she'll eat lunch. And then about from 2 to 4, she takes her nap. So I definitely always try to plan for a client to come in, because I'll have 2 hours in there to do a color or whatever, or a few haircuts, and not have to worry about it because she's taking a nap in the back and she's fine. But anyways, and then when she gets up from her nap, if I do have a later appointment, then my mom can go meet Joel or something and take her home, or she can stay here, and usually she's okay. Some days she's fussier than others, you just never know. But that's just my story. I'm able to bring her here with me, and my mom's here to help me in the mornings, afternoon, or whatever when I have clients. But also, we are starting preschool. She did go to preschool back January, February, March, but at this preschool, my grandma works there, and so she had to start early. But usually they don't take them until they're 1.5 going to 2, because they have a 2-year-old class, 3-year-old class, and a 4-year-old class, I think, before they start kindergarten. So it's not just like a daycare from 6 weeks up. They go there just for preschool when they're getting started, and getting them started early, learning stuff to get ready for kindergarten. So yeah. Anyway, so she but when she went before, she just turned 1, so she was 13 months and 14 months, going on 15 months when I took her out. But so she had an ear infection, though, that either wouldn't go away or kept coming back. I don't know. It just got really bad, and the doctor asked me to take her out. So I took her out, and it might have been, I'm thinking, because she was around the older kids, and if they got sick, her immune system wasn't built up enough as theirs was. So she was the one always getting sick or staying sick, because she couldn't, get her immune system built up enough. But because she was going to the daycare, and still has been going to the daycare at the gym and at our church. So I feel like one of those, she should still be, get sick from it. But maybe that's because she wasn't around them for maybe an hour at a time. And this is from 9 to 1 she'll be there. So, on Tuesday and Wednesday. So it's just a little break for me and helps me out. I'm able to do more videos and work more in the mornings. And so that's kind of my trying to juggle work and Kinsley, and it's just, it does get tough sometimes. Sometimes I just want to be like, I just want to stay at home and not worry about it. But it really is worth it. I love getting out and doing stuff, and I love doing hair and my YouTube videos. So it's just, yeah, it's just what I love to do, what I'm able to do, and that's how I juggle everything. But it's for other moms that, like, I guess the only other thing I'd have to say is just you have to look for daycare, and it's just, it's hard because you don't want to leave your kids with just anybody. So, yeah, you don't want to leave your kids with just anybody. So, I guess, you know, just try to find a grandparent or like a home daycare if you really trust somebody. And, I mean, that's the only way you have to juggle it. You have to do daycare, stay at home, or something like that. But it does get tough. It really does. But you could look into the preschools like that, because it's really neat. They get them ready for kindergarten, and I cannot believe she's about to start this year. This will be her official year that she'll probably go the whole year, unless something happens and she does get sick again. So we'll just have to see when she starts next week if how that'll go. If she'll do really good, and I'll update you on it, of course. But also talking about, like, when you do have your kids at home or after school and stuff like that, and it's just you want to spend that time with just them and not have to worry about anything else and all that. You just want to spend your time with them, and then when you're at work, or when you're with them, you're just with them, and not have to try to not worry about work at those times. And I mean, when your kids do get older, like I'm hoping that Kinsley does when she gets older, is do like gymnastics or something like that. And that'll just be another thing I have to juggle in there with everything else. I'm trying to carry to practices and stuff like that. And then if you end up having more kids, you know, you have to put all that into your little world of everything going on. But definitely, that's just my little input on juggling work and kids and everything. So, but if you have any tips, anything that is helpful, I guess, I would definitely say just looking into daycares and stuff like that. And, like, maybe you could prepare stuff ahead of time, like food-wise, I guess, if you're somebody that likes to do that. Like, usually I'll put lunches together the night before or whatever, or yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what else really to say, but I just know that, yeah, it does get hard sometimes, but you can get through it, and you can do it, and so, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe. You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.